Okay, we're on the record. Date is December 11th, 2014. Time is approximately 3:58 p.m. This deposition is being taken at Alcala & Associates, 1601 I Street, Suite 410, Modesto, California. This marks the beginning of disc number 1 of the deposition of Awiquam pithyoun. This is in the matter of St. Mary Holy Apostolic Catholic Church of the East plaintiff, Awiquam Benjamin et al. Defendants, and related cross actions. This is for the Superior Court for the State of California, County of Stanislaus. This case is number 677605, consolidated with case number 679548. This time the attorney should introduce themselves for the video record.
Excuse me.
Pardon me. Yeah, go ahead.
Just to correct the record, there's an additional action, consolidated 677731.
Good deal. Gregory Goodwin, on behalf of St. Mary's Holy Apostolic Catholic Church of the East.
Michael Eichams Berliner Cohen for St. Mary's Church and for Awiquam Benjamin and related plaintiffs and defendants.
Jack City on behalf of the board for the church.
All right.
The court order please swear to no witness of the interpreter.
Translate English into Assyrian and Assyrian into English to the best of your ability and knowledge. Okay, would you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly say the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Ready to begin question.
Father Pithyoun, my name is Gregory Goodwin. I represent St. Mary's Church in these consolidated actions. Have you ever had your deposition taken before?
No.
All right, and of course, the process that we're going to employ here this afternoon is I'm going to ask the questions in English. The interpreter will interpret them into the Assyrian language. You'll answer in the Assyrian language. The interpreter will interpret them back into the English language for the record. You understand that, don't you?
Yes.
All right, and
Can I just ask you to make sure that you listen to the translation in Assyrian and not attempt to answer the question in English?
yeah, it's fine. Thank you, Mike. I take it you've had an opportunity to speak with counsel, at least briefly, as to what a deposition is about. Is that true?
Yes.
All right. What I'd like to do is just go over some of the ground rules, some warnings that apply to the deposition process. And the first one is that your testimony here today is under oath. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And what that means is, although we're not in a court of law here today, the testimony that you do give can, under certain circumstances, be used at the time of trial of this matter. For example, if you're unavailable as a witness when this matter goes to trial, we can use what you say here today during the course of that trial, or in the event that you're called as a witness at trial and you say something different than you say here today, the attorneys can use this testimony to impeach you. Do you understand that?
I'm
sorry, did we get an answer?
No.
Yes.
Okay. And of course, the court reporter is taking down everything that we say. So when the interpreter interprets my questions, you have to answer out loud. Okay?
Okay, yes.
Yes.
After the deposition, the court reporter is going to, we're going to prepare a videotape, but we're also going to prepare a written transcript of questions, answers, objections, that sort of thing. You're going to have an opportunity to review that written transcript.
دفعت راوي بصراحة فيديو من داخل سنة الفيديو أن كل بتفشي شو درقات
And specifically, you're going to have an opportunity to make any changes, corrections, modifications in your testimony that you feel are appropriate. Do you understand that?
لهم فرصة فتحون فيديو خزيتون لهم كلايا بيكتويتا خزيتون أن خامن دي بخشاعتون خلطة لهم بريش لهم دي أخذون فيديو لخميروتون جاء تبدأ لهم فرصة قد مدرسيتون. Okay.
However, I'll caution you here and now, if you say something here this afternoon, and then when you see the transcript, you make a change, I'll be able to comment on that at the time of trial. If it's a change of... And if it's a change of any significance or substance, that can prove to be embarrassing at trial. Do you understand that? Do you understand that?
Yes.
If you have any difficulties with any of my questions here this afternoon for whatever reason, please stop me. Ask me to rephrase the question. I'll be happy to do that, okay?
Okay.
And we don't want you to guess or speculate here today. If you don't know an answer or don't recall an answer, simply tell us that, okay?
Okay.
Also, if you want to take a break at any time, just tell me and we'll take a break, all right?
Okay.
You're currently the priest assigned to Saint Oditio, is that correct?
Yes.
How long have you served in that capacity?
Do you mean in Mar Addi Church?
Yeah, it's my understanding you're currently a priest at Saint Oditio, which is affiliated with the ancient Church of the East, correct?
Yes.
All right. How long have you served in that capacity?
46 years.
All right. Now, okay. Saint Oditio has not been around for 46.
Can I just?
Yeah, yeah.
I think what he asked was, how long has he been a priest? As a priest, how long has he been? Saint,
Yeah,
As a
I'll
priest,
figure- I got it.
46
I got it.
years.
just at Saint, just
لا
at,
مرة
I got it, Michael.
عمرت مرة
No, it's not at Saint Oditio. I got it. Yeah, I'll figure out.
33 years.
Good
At
enough.
Saint Odisho.
All right, so you've been at Saint Oditio for 33 years.
Mar
True.
Odisho تلاقي لاشن. Yes.
And you've been a priest for 46 years.
و14 قاشتون. Yes.
And the church that Saint Oditio is affiliated with, what is the name of the church? What do you call that church, the name?
مد عمر المد عود يسور دتن Mar Odisho المد عمر سيرة مد قارة. The old Assyrian ancient church of the East.
The ancient church of the East. And who is the current patriarch of that church?
Mar Addi.
And I've seen Mar Addi too, is that who you're referring to?
Mar Addi Traiana Duzina. Yes.
All right, and perhaps a little bit of a vague question. Tell me about your relationship with Mar Addi. How well do you know Mar Addi?
مرة تاني من يسوع من Mar Addi كما سباي بدايتون. We've been ordained at the same time. I knew him since I've been ordained in Iraq.
All right, and that was some 46 years ago?
Yes.
And when you say you were ordained together, would that be as priests?
Yes.
All right. One of the issues in this case is a YouTube audio tape purportedly involving a discussion that the patriarch had with a woman. And you know the audio tape I'm talking about?
Yes.
Okay, and you've heard that audio tape indeed, haven't you?
Yes.
All right. And indeed, that is the voice of the patriarch on that audio tape, correct?
Yes, it is.
All right. And you know that based upon your familiarity with the patriarch over these 46 odd years, correct?
Yes.
And tell me generally, what are your feelings? Well, strike that. When is the first time that you recall hearing that audio tape? When did you first hear it?
3 years ago, I think.
All right. And we have it today, but I'm not going to play it. But you would agree with me that what the patriarch said was certainly inappropriate for a religious leader to say. True statement?
Naturally not.
All right. Certainly, the patriarch, the religious leader of the ancient Church of the East, should not be speaking to that woman in those sexual terms, correct?
Yes.
All right. Now, there's been some, and you know the patriot very well. I appreciate that. There's been some talk or rumors that I've heard that he may also have a problem historically with alcohol abuse. Do you know anything about that?
Yeah, he used to drink.
When you say he used to drink, does he still drink, or was that in the past? Tell me a little bit about that.
I know in the past, but I don't know about now. I don't think so.
All right. The audio, getting back to the YouTube audio, could you tell, or I should say, did it sound like to you that he perhaps was under the influence of alcoholic beverages when that audio tape was made?
I think so. That's why he was talking like that.
All right. Did you, and what were the, so how did you come to view the audio tape? Did somebody simply tell you that it was on the internet and you listened to it, or how did you come to actually listen to that audio tape?
Yeah, there was a rumor. People were talking about that, and then there were some people at home. They pulled that YouTube, and I watched it.
All right. And did you bring, after you had listened to the audio tape and you had confirmed in your mind that that was indeed the patriarch's voice on the audio tape, did you bring that to anyone's attention in the church?
Yeah, I talked to some people. There were some that they believed in that, and some they didn't believe it.
All right, but of course you knew in your mind it was indeed the patriarch.
Yes.
Did you ever bring it to the attention of any bishops, archbishops, or the patriarch himself? Did you ever have any dialogue with any of those individuals?
Yes, I did. I talked to all of them, and I talked to the patriarch himself, and I told him if you have done something like that, you need to resign, and he denied it.
All right. Let's take the discussion with the patriarch and spend a little bit of time on that. On how many occasions did you speak with the patriarch about this inappropriate audio tape?
الشكل هم زمان شمي وهاد خمديان وهذا وقت مبارك قديم من هاد خمديان لو بلاطة بديو إنك ميدو شو لازم تستقال فرق إن لد فيديو شو لازم سويت قالت قاشة قالت سيتا خماي منه لوير وشاكيتو دوير من لا أو يا هتخفيه.
I talked to him when he was in Iraq, and I told him there are people talking about this audio, and I just want to let you know if you have done something like that, you need to resign right now. And he said, no, I have not done that. He said, if you haven't, then you need to go to Sweden, hire an attorney, and try to open a complaint against the person. And I'm sorry, of course, meet with the priest over there and other church leaders and take a legal action against that person.
All right, and this discussion took place in Iraq?
تليفونهم زميلي.
Yes, with telephone in Iraq.
Okay, all right, and obviously you told him, I heard you on the audio tape, and I know it's you, correct?
وبر هذا مروان قاعد قدر لنشم قبل لا يقلق.
This discussion was before I had listened to the audio. It was prior to that. There was only a gossip about it.
Got it. Okay, got it. Thank you for that clarification. So when you had heard the rumors about the audio tape, this is when you had the discussion on the phone with the patriarch, correct?
Yes.
And he denied it.
Yes.
All right, and you told him if it was true, number one, he needed to resign, correct?
Yes.
And you told him, number two, if it was not true, if it was false, that he needed to fight this, go to Sweden and fight it, correct?
Yes.
All right, and then sometime after that, you actually listened to the audio tape and did indeed confirm that it was the patriarch's voice.
Yes.
And then did you have any further discussions with him after you had confirmed that it was his voice on the audio tape?
No, I didn't.
And then you also had some discussions with Archbishop Kashaba regarding this offensive audio tape?
قصد مريح لخاطر لخ مزمل كل المريح اليوم تبي خاطر أو بجدي يعني كل شيء طريقة من
Yes, I talked to many people. I came here and I told him that this is wrong and he needs to resign.
Okay, so after you had listened to the audio tape, you also talked to Archbishop Kashaba about the audio tape?
Yes.
And you told Archbishop Kashaba that in your opinion the patriarch needed to resign as the patriarch, correct?
Yes.
And what did Kashaba have to say, if anything, when you told him that?
He said this is not true. It's like they're making this up.
All right. Any other bishops that you spoke to? We've talked about Archbishop Kashaba. We've talked about the patriarch. Any other bishops that you talked to regarding the audio tape?
شاور مرزية مرزية شاور خمرنا سمين خمرنا سمين
It was Saint Zaya, Saint Nersei, Mar Nersei, N-A-R-S-A-I.
All right, so you talked to Mar Narsei? And what geographical region did he oversee when you had this discussion with him?
It's called Kirkuk.
Okay. And tell me about that discussion with Mar Narsei. What did the two of you discuss regarding this inappropriate audio tape?
راس انتين كي أصب الاسمان ناسين كسي يدمج أدخل من دي قريطة أول لازم دي صايش قنش كدي من هذا شوق تاستام جمع كمشة وقطع بدي مني تاما جميت كل من دمشيت خذ ولا
When I heard he's here in this area, I came here and I talked to him and I said, this is very inappropriate and he needs to resign right now. I want to just go right now and bring his picture down and he needs to resign. And Mar Addi said, no, just leave it until we go back and we'll have a meeting and we will discuss. And I told them that that's not going to happen and you're going to forget about it, and that's exactly what
حتى
happened.
بالقضية مش بالقضية هذه الأخ الشاب الجميع بصبايا كله الأخ الجميع الأخ ملاب أستعمل.
And I told them it's better to have this meeting here right now in Chicago because everyone's in here, but they didn't agree. They said, no, we're going to leave it and go back.
All right, and I appreciate that. We've been talking about bishops, archbishops that you've spoken to regarding this issue. Any others other than Mar Addi and Mar Koshaba? Any other bishops, archbishops that you spoke to regarding this issue?
وهذا شيء مرتهم أقباوين أو مبروة إنتانا مرتهم أقباو كرب وقت جو موصل لعدا.
Also Martuma from Mosul, he actually called me.
All right, and this was after you had listened to the audio,
أيضا
correct?
Yes.
And tell me what you and Martomo discussed in this regard.
مرة تانية همزمتك من Martuma بالطبع.
هذا نمدي أبا ولو رازي بوني.
Same thing, same discussion, and of course he was not, happy with the situation either.
What did Martomo think? You told Martomo that you thought the patriarch should resign, correct?
I told all of them.
Okay. Did any of them agree with you? Did Martomo agree with you?
Yes, Martuma did agree with me.
All right. Did any other bishops or archbishops agree with you that the patriarch should resign other than Martomo?
No.
And did you speak with any other bishops? We've talked about